Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. In news just coming in, world number 1 Rafael Nadal won his second Wimbledon trophy by romping home to a 6-3, 7-5, 6-4 victory against 13-seeded Czech Thomas Berdych in a little more than 2 hours. Thomas Berdych's giant killing act came to an end in the finals as he couldn't exert any pressure on the world's best player when it mattered the most.
His 8th Grand Slam singles title, his 2nd Wimbledon. To go with 5 French and the Australian.
Well, girls, if you love MS Dhoni, then some bad news for you. Captain Cool is not available anymore. The Indian skipper is all set to tie the knot with Sakshi Singh Rawat, a hotel management graduate and his childhood sweetheart he knows from school. The two got engaged in a ceremony at a resort near Dehradun, and sources say that wedding is all set to happen tonight at a location 40 kilometers from Dehradun. And it will be a private affair with just close family and friends. Now, as the FIFA World Cup is reaching its climax and the whole city is gripped in football fever, what better time to start an inter-school football tournament? Our sports reporter Sudarshan catches up with all the frenzy at the PM Radhakrishnan Memorial Football Tournament.
Football coach and player PM Radhakrishnan died 3 months ago of a cardiac arrest. His dream to develop the game at the grassroots level in the state did not quite take off as expected. After his death, his family has now stepped in to fulfill his dream. Thus was born the PMR Football Tournament. The first edition kicked off in the city.
We want to continue his legacy, what he left behind. So for him, the main aspect was to promote football from the grassroots level. Not much being done on the grassroots level. We talk about I-League, but where is the feeder system for the I-League? The feeder system for the I-League comes from the junior level, from the schools level. So that is what we need to focus on.
With 12 city schools teams participating in the first edition, the tournament seems to have got a good response. The organizers feel that this will provide them with a platform to build on and to make the tournament a bigger one.
What we want to do is invite all those schools to come and be a part of our initiative to develop football. So that would be a starter thing. And also, not many people know that Chennai has a very fledgling soccer academy kind of a scene as well. So what we want to do is tie up with those academies as well and make it better.
And for the students who started their new session in the school a few weeks back, this tournament came as a real surprise. They say that they're really happy with this initiative as there were not many inter-school football tournaments in Chennai.
All schools are coming to participate, so we just wanted to have to prove who we are, lady and all. We have a reputation to keep up, so.
We love playing football and we're just here to have fun and for the spirit of the game.
To achieve something big, you have to dream big. PM Radhakrishnan had a dream to develop football. His sons are now bringing that to reality. After the encouraging response, they wish to start off a professional football league in the city on the lines of the I-League. But for that, we've got to wait for another 3 years. In Chennai, with Sudarshan, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
After the roaring success last year, Yamaha has opened its second edition of R15 One-Make Championship yet again. More than 50 racers from around India hit the tracks here in Chennai today. But the event also highlighted the lack of racing facilities in the country.
Sagar came all the way from Pune to participate in the Yamaha R15 One-Make Championship. Many others like him with a passion for racing, but without a racing facility in their own city, hit the tracks in Chennai.
I come from Pune, and if I need to practice, it's like I have no other option. I have to come all the way to Chennai and then have my practice sessions, which is not always feasible.
Must support us too in Karnataka, where we want a track, so we can prove it ourselves.
Yamaha, which says it plans to redefine the biking culture in India, feels there are only limited tracks in the country for racers to practice and compete at the professional level.
We need to have more tracks in the country so that the people from where they cannot approach to this particular track, at least they have an opportunity to participate there, and we can, at least the Indian people can select good riders from all over.
To help amateur riders in India become professional racers, Yamaha says it will set up riding clinics by next year.
We have some idea, we have a plan to improving Indian riders, more skill up, more technical up.
Now with Yamaha and other motor companies like Honda and TVS planning to make bike racing popular, it is high time the Indian government and Motorsports Association of India came together and built more racing tracks in different cities. In Chennai with Sudarshan Nithila for NDTV Hindu.
And finally, here's a story of how a bunch of 5 cycling enthusiasts in Chennai spread their hobby to hundreds of others. What started out as a 5-member team now has 900 following them. And to celebrate the success, the cyclists rode from Tiruvallur to Mahabalipuram this morning. Zoya Thomas reports.
Cycling started as a hobby for a bunch of 5 youngsters. Their interest was so intense, it rapidly spread to others around them. Today, there are 900 cyclists in the group. To mark the first anniversary of its formation, more than 100 of them staged a ride on their cycles from Tiruvallur to Mahabalipuram. People of all ages, some taking a long trip for the first time.
I like road biking. I do a lot of that in the US, and when I heard that someone was organizing something like this, I thought it would be great.
It's a great feeling, you know. Waking up initially is a bit of a pain, but once you're on your way, you feel great, and the sense of achievement at the end of it is brilliant.
Encouraged by the overwhelming response from local communities, the cyclists now plan to take their hobby to other cities and towns.
We would also like to try and touch a larger mass of people, and then on move to other cities. We're planning on Bangalore, Pune and Delhi, which are cycling hotspots.
That's right, I'm having fun. So although you might crib about waking up early in the morning, there's definitely nothing like riding with a bunch of cycling enthusiasts. In Mahabalipuram, Zoya Thomas for NDTV Hindu.
Well, that's all we have for you now. Coming up next is the Big Pick with Anuradha Anand. Stay with us.